Are you ready?
It's gonna be a hot girl disco summer. I'm never doing that again. I apologize. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Here, let's fix it. Something cool. Are we live? Is this thing on? A little bit of an impromptu stream. I find myself at home, so we're going to answer any and all of your fantasy football questions if y'all got some. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless you guys. God bless you all. How's our mic sound? It probably sounds like shit. All right. Live stream. Can you guys hear me now? I'll answer all of your questions. Just need to know if you guys can hear me or not. Microphone working? Microphone's not working? Yes, okay. Thank God. I got this StreamYard garbage that is not allowing me to use my microphone half of the time, my $400 microphone. So I have to speak through my camera microphone. So it's going to sound like shit. I apologize, but nevertheless, we're going to try to get you guys through this. I apologize for all the inconvenience. It's stupid. Carlos Jr. 1 says, Happy Thanksgiving. I need to decide between Franklin and Christian Watson, full PPR. I like Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin leads his team in snaps from the slot, and the Washington Commanders give a significant amount of production to the slot receiver. I like Troy Franklin for an anytime touchdown as well. I think Christian Watson's got a great matchup, but there's so many mouths to feed in both of these lineups. Troy Franklin's been the more consistent guy in that room. So I like Romeo Doubs more than I like Christian Watson. I like Troy Franklin more than I like anybody else on that Denver Broncos offense. Thank you for tuning in, Carlos. God bless you. Need one flex, PPR, and one QB. I got you. Just pop it in. Mike sounds good. Well, now it's off. Okay. Sounds okay now? Well, what's up, Jeremy? Good to see you, buddy. Jerry, sorry. Need one PPR flex. Neal versus Miami, Franklin versus Washington, or DK versus Bills. I also need one quarterback, Dak or Burrow. Give me Dak Prescott for sure. And I think I'm going to go with DK Metcalf. Yes, I think Neal has one of the best matchups in football, and I also love Troy Franklin, but DK Metcalf's an outlier. I like the high implied point total, and I like the fact that Buffalo can't stop shit. They can't stop anything other than your tight ends. I can't hear you. No sound. Mic check. Monty or Hunt today? Kareem Hunt's been super consistent finding the end zone. He's going to get the vast majority of the red zone opportunities. So, yeah, give me Kareem Hunt. What world? No, yes. I can hear you now. Good now. Thank you. Yep. Chargers D versus Washington or Falcons D. Let me pull up my notes. I got you. Because, the Falcons have been hella inconsistent, but the Jets really do suck. Yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna ride with the Jets on this one, buddy. I'm gonna ride with the Falcons defense against the Jets. Shout out to you, Frosty. Thanks for tuning in. He says BTJ, Odunze, or Pittman. Odunze's got a tough matchup. Pittman's got a decent matchup. BTJ, in theory, has the best matchup there against the against the Tennessee Titans. I don't know, man. I don't want to start Pittman against Houston. I really don't. I don't trust Pittman against Houston. I think he's going to get locked up and shut down. So I'm not. I'm going to say BTJ for sure, then Odunze, then Pittman. That order. Hopefully BTJ is 100% ready to rock and finish. The season strong for us. And I hate recommending BTJ because he's just been so shit to us. If you guys are watching us on X, head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, smash a like, subscribe, ask your questions. We got you guys. Browns defense or Texans defense? Oh fuck. I feel like Jonathan Taylor is going to have an out of body experience this week against Texans, and I don't. I guess for the sack equity, you kind of want to go with the Texans. I'm definitely not starting Browns defense at home. Give me the Browns defense at home. I'll ride with the Browns over the Texans. Browns defense at home is a completely different animal. Gatson or Tyler Warren? It's got to be Tyler Warren, brother. It's got to be. Even though Rondé Gatson has a fantastic matchup, it's got to be Tyler Warren for sure. Is Keon Coleman going to play a role today? Well, I don't think Keon Coleman plays today, so I hope not. I hope we don't see a role with Keon Coleman today. But is he going to play a role this week? I don't know, man. It's bad enough that he missed one game, but he missed 2 games, right? So the doghouse has got to be like egregious. Need kicker, Santos, Elliott, or McManus. Give me Elliott. I like the implied point total there. I think Elliott gives you the most upside with a high implied point total. I have PTSD, Lamar, or this is from Sean Jr. McCafferty. Lamar or Jory B today. Lamar lost me in my last 2 weeks and basically put me out of the players. Well, here's the thing, right? Lamar Jackson has one of the best matchups in football against the Cincinnati Bengals today. We haven't seen Joe Burrow in a really long time, and he's missing T. Higgins today. So with that being said, I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson. And if Lamar Jackson lets you down today, shame on Lamar and shame on you for drafting Lamar so high. I'm kidding. It's the onus isn't on you. Like the matchup is perfect. You got to ride with Lamar at least one more time. We got to see what Joe Burrow's dealing with coming off of the injury. This is his first game back from the injury. So obviously we love Jamar Chase. We love Joe Burrow. But Lamar Jackson's in a category of his own. Or we could just see Derrick Henry just nuke. And I think we'll see Derrick Henry nuke for sure. Andrews or Schultz PPR from Jonathan Santiago. Take a sip of coffee here. Give me Mark Andrews. Give me Mark Andrews. I mean, last week we said that Hunter Henry has tight end 1 upside. Pretty sure Hunter Henry was a tight end 1 on the week. He was absolutely dominant. We had him ranked as our tight end 3, and the reason why we had him ranked as our tight end 3 last week and why we said he has tight end 1 upside is here's the golden rule, guys. Whenever your tight end is playing against the Cincinnati Bengals, smash, 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 smash. It's one of the best matchups in football. Yes, the Indianapolis Colts have been giving up a lot of production to the tight end position, and yes, Schultz has been a very pleasant surprise. He's actually been one of the more reliable targets in the Houston Texans receiving room. I still want to give the lean to Mark Andrews here because the matchup's so plus. But I also don't hate Isaiah Likely for that same matchup, for that same cause against the Cincinnati Bengals atrocious defense. Sutton or Wandell? Wandell is somebody who I'm not interested in this week. Loved Wandell last week. He smashed for me. Was very high on Wandell. He smashed for a lot of the followers as well. But this week I'm not in on Wandell. Not against the New England Patriots. So we know that he's going to get better coverage. He just played one of the worst coverage teams in football in the Detroit Lions because they're just riddled with injuries. And now he's playing one of the best coverage teams. And he played with one of the highest passive volume, a guy who doesn't care about where he throws the football with Jameis Winston. Jackson Dart is a great passer of the football, but he is not a gunslinger like Jameis Winston. So give me Cortland Sutton in a plus matchup against a Washington defense that continues to hemorrhage fantasy production on a weekly basis. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Purdy or Daniel Jones? Smitty! Good to see you, Smitty. He says Purdy or Daniel Jones. Purdy versus Cleveland at home, or Daniel Jones versus fuck. Do you have other option? Daniel Jones against this is gross. This is gross. By the way, Brock Purdy sucks. Give me Daniel Jones, but like, yeah, Brock Purdy sucks so bad. But we might see the worst version of Daniel Jones this week. Well, very plausible. Happy Thanksgiving, big dog. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Jonathan Santiago. I'm Canadian, so like, I just want to put this out there. I'm Canadian, and because I'm Canadian, we actually celebrate our Thanksgiving in October. Like our Thanksgiving's coming past. But happy Thanksgiving to all you beautiful American people. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. Full PPR. This is from OA149. Full PPR. Zay Flowers, the two Denver wide receivers. The two, I'm assuming it's Troy Franklin and Cortland Sutton. Christian Watson or Wandell. Give me Zay Flowers. Give me Zay Flowers. I'm going to answer Baltimore like almost all the time, realistically. Neil or Tet in the flex full PPR. It's Tet. Tet or McMillan. I do love Neil's matchup, but I think, once again, guys, Taysom Hill week. It's got to happen. The opportunities are there. The red zone touches are there. And it's a plus matchup. There's no Kamara. He literally leads the New Orleans Saints in red zone touches over the last 3 matchups. So, yeah, give me Tet. Don't over-exaggerate it. Don't overthink it. Brock Purdy or Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, for sure. Trevor Lawrence has one of the best matchups in football. Dak or Dart from Trevor Cox? It's Dak Prescott for me. Listen, ultimately, here's why I like Dak more, right? Because his ceiling is unreal in this matchup. When you look at the Kansas City Chiefs defense, what they do really, really, really good is they stop the run. So Javonte Williams may have a dud today. Javonte Williams may struggle because of how good that defense is, especially under Spagnuolo against stopping the run. So when they're so good at stopping the run, it means that he is going to have to keep up because their secondary, the Cowboys secondary, still can't stop shit. So Xavier Worthy to the moon, Rashee Rice to the moon, Travis Kelce to the moon. These guys are all going to fucking eat because Patrick Mahomes is going to throw the ball a heck of a lot. Neither team can run the fucking football. Both teams are going to have to air it out. I'm expecting a shootout. I'm hoping for a shootout. So with the shootout potential and shootout opportunity, I absolutely love Dak Prescott in this matchup. He's all ceiling, and I think his floor is relatively safe as well. So give me Dak. I think Jackson Dart has a decent matchup, and I think he has a decent game, but like the Patriots defense is a no-fly zone. It's tough sledding. We buy homes near you, says Morning Brother. Standard League. Need one wide receiver. Diggs, Egbuka, Assumer Baker's back, or Jettas with Max Brosmer. This is fucking ugly, man. This is ugly. I will say this. I don't hate Emeka Egbuka against Arizona. I think that's one of the better matchups in football. So I'm going to go with Emeka Egbuka, but I think Diggs has a fantastic matchup as well. And yeah. And I was saying Trevor Lawrence against Tennessee, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are playing Tennessee. I don't know why I was saying the Cardinals. That was last week. Start Marks or Diggs in the flex. Give me Stephon Diggs. Galaxy pickers, give me Stephon Diggs. Just based off my notes, I have Diggs ranked higher. I do like Marks this week, but Marks has been incredibly inconsistent, and that offensive line is putrid for the Houston Texans. Rico or Neil. Oh, Trevor. Don't overthink it. Even though it's a terrible matchup against the Rams for the Carolina Panthers, Rico does his thing and he does it well. I will say though, I am encouraged to see a lot more Chuba Hubbard. So if Chuba Hubbard's available, say in your shallower leagues, pick him up. Franklin Blaze 1342. Thanks for popping in. Good to see you. He says need to start 2 receivers. One league I have DK, Lad McConkey, and BTJ. Second league I have DK, Jermaine Higgins. London is still hurt. JMO is frustrating, but he may get targets in the big matchup after the dud. Yeah. So in the one league, Lad McConkey, no matter what, Lad McConkey is going to absolutely smash this week. And I think DK has a fantastic matchup, but BTJ has a better matchup. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Lad and BTJ, but I wouldn't blame you if you said BTJ just to see how he's like first game back from an injury and go with DK. If you want the upsides, BTJ. Pretty much, if you ask BTJ, I'll probably answer BTJ 90% of the time. Just putting that out there. Secondly, I have DK, Jermaine Higgins, London's hurt. JMO's frustrating, but he may get targets in this big matchup. I'm gonna go with. Here's the thing, man. I don't trust CJ Stroud off of his injury. So give me DK and give me JMO. Goff or Daniel Jones, it's Jared Goff, and it's not even close. Trevor Cox, it's Jared Goffle. He's got a fantastic matchup. I mean, yeah, it's going to be good. Start 2 wide receivers: Sutton, Myers, Olave. I am sitting Myers, Smitty. Alex Savin 910 says, "Hey guys, what's up? Hey man, this is my team 13. This is my week 13 change team. Any changes? I just had an aneurysm. May, Henderson, Harvey, Wandell, JSN, McBride, Bucky, bench. Bench is Jettas. Oh, Woody, Judkins, Emeka, Loveland, Pierce, Algier, 10 man. I'm sitting Henderson and I'm putting Bucky in the RB1 role. I'm okay keeping Harvey. He has a fantastic matchup. I'm sitting Wandell for Emeka Egbuka, and I'm flexing Justin Jefferson. Those are the changes I would make, sir. Respectfully. I'm the last content creator on the planet who will be overreactionary to what happened the week prior. Like, I don't care. I just look at the matchups and I look at the players and I look at the situations. It's like, how do we trust Travion Henderson when Ramondre Stevenson's healthy? We just saw a guy go from back to back 25 plus, 30 plus fantasy football outings and then put up something that was serviceable, but not something that was absolutely spectacular. We like Henderson for his upside. His upside is capped as long as Ramondre Stevenson's in the mix. Drop Purdy for Daniels. I got Dart. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I mean, listen, yes, I'll do that. I'll do that. I had the same issue. I had Purdy and Daniel Jones, so I picked up Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence over all of those guys. Hampton, if he plays, Neal or Dowdle, need this win. Hurd. So here's the thing with Hampton. Like, they did not disclose, the Los Angeles Chargers did not disclose that he was dealing with an ankle fracture. An ankle fracture after the Week 5 game against the Washington Commanders. That I thought it was just a high ankle sprain. An ankle fracture changes a lot. And even though it's a pretty good matchup against the Las Vegas Raiders for the Chargers, I'm still going to lean Dowdle here. You got to trust Dowdle at least one more time. I understand that you need this win, and I'm not trying to advise you to lose. I think Neal has the best matchup. And if you're playing from behind, like, significantly, I think Neal gives you the highest upside win. But, Dowdle's my answer. It's like 70. And, like, I'm not considering Hampton until I see him run with that high ankle in the fracture. We Buy Homes Jr. says Dak or Danny. It's Dak. It's Dak. Happy Thanksgiving, my Canadian brother. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my American brother. God bless you. Bo Nix, Burrow, or Brisket. Give me Jacoby Brissett, man. Give me Jacoby Brissett. Hopefully, we get some Marvin Harrison Jr. news because that would be fantastic. People are giving me such a hard time yesterday. I posted my rankings, guys. By the way, guys, if you guys have not seen my rankings, it's on X right now. Yeah, all of my rankings for Week 13 is up there, and people are giving me a hard time for not adding Michael Wilson to my rankings. I mean, they've been giving me a hard time about Michael Wilson, and definitely about ranking CeeDee Lamb so high and George Pickens so low. So I'm looking forward to the self vindication there. But here's the thing with Michael Wilson, right? I would love Michael Wilson if I knew that Michael Wilson was going to be the feature number one wide receiver and there was no Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's subject to be bumped up if we get news that Marvin Harrison Jr. is not going to be in play. But if Marvin Harrison Jr. plays, Michael Wilson goes into like a wide receiver 3-4 flex territory. He's still serviceable. He's still shown that he's been a very good football player when the targets are there, but the alpha's back. Who Hames? What's up, brother? Who Hames? You want to hop on? I'd love to chop it up with you. Otten or Strange at tight end. I do have Otten ranked higher, but with Chris Godwin back, I think the answer is Strange, and I do have Otten ranked higher. But I think the answer is Strange. I mean, six receptions. What was it this past week? 90 receiving yards, 20+% of the target share with Brian Thomas Jr. back or not. Like, I think his usage is fantastic and it's a great matchup. So, yeah. Okay, so Rico over Neal. I have Hampton as well. If he plays, do I start him over Rico or Tet in the flex? HN is my RB1. I would, I would, I would start, I would start Hampton over Tet in the flex. Yes. Appreciate the advice, says Franklin Blaze. My pleasure, man. I appreciate the support. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys want to support the dream of, becoming a full-time content creator, smash a like, subscribe, leave a comment, leave a question, turn those bell notifications on because we'll be live Saturday as well. I'm assuming Sleaze is going to be live, but I also know he was out drinking last night. So we'll see. We'll see. Spanky Johnson says, I feel like BTJ took the extra time off to heal up from all the injuries because they said his ankle was not serious. I think it was all the injuries. I think he's dealing with some mental anguish as well, Spanky. Because I know that like Brian Thomas Jr. is causing me heart issues and a lot of mental anguish. But like like contractually, I am obligated to ride with Brian Thomas Jr. until the wheels fall off. Like contractually, here's my wide receiver one coming into this thing. So any good thing that we could salvage out of this Brian Thomas Jr. fucking abomination of a season, I'm here for it. What's up, Fly Eagles 39? I started Stranger Things last night when I got home, and I fell asleep. I fell asleep like 15, 20 minutes in. But I'm so excited Stranger Things is back. I just don't know when I'll be able to watch it. All right. Chester D. Robinson says, pick 2. Sutton, Justin Jefferson, BTJ. Fuck. I'm starting Justin Jefferson for sure. I have to. And I'm starting Brian Thomas. Fuck. Yeah, give me Brian. Fuck. Give me Justin Jefferson and Cortland Sutton. I'm sitting Brian Thomas Jr. here. I want to see what he's like coming back off of an injury. Give me the guys who've been playing more often. So Sutton and Justin Jefferson. I'm sitting Brian Thomas Jr. You have the right order there. Start 2. This is from Spanky Johnson 54. My guy. He says start 2 non PPR. Jennings, Godwin, AD Mitchell, Parker Washington if BTJ misses. You got to start Godwin for sure. And you got to start Juan Jennings. Juan Jennings is an alpha, and he's going to continue to show alpha stuff. And yeah. Start 1 if Hampton misses. Non PPR Benson, Jones, Tootin. Not Jones, not Tootin. Even though Tootin has a fantastic matchup. Benson does. I'm going with Aaron Jones. Fuck it. Budget. Oh, if you can only do 35 minutes, don't sweat it, Huhames. Just do your thing, brother. Appreciate you tuning in and supporting, though. Jacob Meatball. Okay. Romeo Dobbs or Parker Washington in the flex full PPR. Well, here's the thing. If it's Romeo Dobbs, you want to start him, but you don't want to put him in your flex in case something happens on Sunday or Monday. So put him as your wide receiver 2 and then flex whoever you had as your wide receiver 2 because he's playing on Thursday, right? That's the golden rule. Never flex play your guys on Thursdays. Always put them in the wide receiver 2 or RB2 spot. Don't put them in your flex. Start 2, Justin Jefferson, Harvey, or Michael Wilson if Marv is out. If Marv is out, you have to start Michael Wilson and Harvey. If Marv is back, then I'm starting Justin Jefferson and Harvey, okay? Shout out to you, J-Dog. Non-PPR, this is from Spanky again. Non-PPR, Strange, Kincaid, Taysom. I want to play Taysom just because he's got so much work last week, but I know the safe is Kincaid or Strange. Yeah, I mean, the safe play for sure is Kincaid, and I think Kincaid has one of the better matchups out of the bunch. I know Taysom Hill has a fantastic matchup as a running back and as a tight end. So when you put them together, it's the best matchup, right? But it's like quicksand. You know what I mean? The harder you fight for Taysom Hill, the quicker that argument sinks. I mean, if you need the upside swing, say you're playing from behind, I think Taysom Hill is the answer. If you need the floor, I think that's Dalton Kincaid. All right, Theo Johnson or Strange this week. Give me Theo Johnson. I got Theo Johnson ranked way higher. Irving. Trevor Cox says Irving, Bijan, or Henderson full PPR start 2. Give me Bucky Irving and Bijan Robinson. Yeah. I can bench Tet in the flex and play a third if you think that's better. I would 100% flex Henderson over Tet. Yes. I can, but only don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Pick two: Rico, Harvey, or Henderson. Sidney Henderson. Fuck yeah. Like, listen, I like the matchup for Henderson against the New York Giants. It's one of the best matchups in football. I just hate the usage with Ramondre Stevenson. Plus, Will Campbell's out. Will Campbell's out. The star left tackle rookie that we picked with the fourth overall. He's out for the foreseeable future. He's going to be put on IR, so minimum 4 to 6 weeks, whatever. Yeah, give me Rico and Harvey. I'm not fading Henderson, but I just hate Ramondre Stevenson's like Kareem Hunt when you were high on Nick Chubb. Just the worst human. Spanky is formerly Frankie Bender from all the streams. I appreciate what you guys do. Hope you boys' plates are full today. Happy Thanksgiving. I appreciate that, man. This is day 6 of 0 carbs, 0 sugars, 0 yeast diet. Like we have cut all that shit completely. Day 6. I feel thinner. I've lost almost 10 pounds. I feel better. But like all the good stuff, like the pie, the pumpkin pie. I would love pumpkin pie with some nice whipped cream. Can't do that. I would love some mashed potatoes. 99% of gravies have yeast or fucking flour in it. Can't do it. Can't do it. So it's gonna be like green beans, and my wife's a vegetarian. It's gonna be green beans, like a big fucking chicken breast, and hopefully some sort of like healthy alternative gravy and some salad. It's been. I'm grateful to be working on my health. I'm grateful to be working on my health. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say. Happy Thanksgiving to you, though. I don't mean to pain you with my pain. Flex Yoshivasha or Goddard, 1 PPR tight end premium. Thanks. Oh, it's Dallas Goddard. It's not even close. I am so high on Saquon Barkley and Dallas Goddard bounce back this week. I am high on both of those guys. I love both of those guys. I am stoked. I'm stoked to see what they can do, and I'm stoked to see them absolutely dominate. Yeah, Goddard, and it's tight end premium. Goddard has tight end 1 upside this week, man. I'm very, very in on Dallas Goddard, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. Flexing Ted or Javonte, I would say Javonte because he gives you the touchdown upside. Here's a worrisome thing about Ted, right? Like Los Angeles Rams have been dominating everybody and kicking everybody's asses. And like that defensive line, they don't care if you're a good offensive line or not a good offensive line. They're going to give you the same treatment, which is belt to ass. They are going to spank you early and often. It's tough. So yeah, give me Javonte. I have Javonte ranked higher in my weekly rankings. Stafford. So Tech 7. Thank you so much for watching us on X. I'm very grateful and thankful for you watching us on X. But I would be more grateful and more thankful, and more importantly, I would answer your question if you headed over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, smash the like, subscribe. This is the only place where I answer the questions, but thank you so much for tuning in and supporting the content. Please head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, ask your question here, and I promise I'll answer it 100%. And we'll see if Sleaze is going to be live. Somebody let me know if Sleaze says something. Barkley feels like the latter guy this week. He either misses or absolutely smashes. He's going to absolutely smash. He's my RB1 on the week. Just putting it out there. Saquon Barkley is my running back 1 on the week. So for your weeklies and whatnot, Saquon Barkley is at a delicious value. He falls like round 2, 3 in the weeklies because people are fading him. I love Saquon Barkley and Dallas Goddard this week. Oh, and Jalen Hurts rushing yards and longest rush, the freest prop in all of football. I feel you, bro. I'm a person who can operate with no carbs, but I love. Hey, man. I'll say this: I've never felt better. I've never felt better. I don't feel bloated. I don't get the cloudy sensation. Like if you guys are struggling with your health, and like your doctors keep recommending like pills and bullshit, I recommend you see a naturopath because it's fucking. This is the best I felt in a really, really long time. Super grateful. My wife has been killing it. Like we've had to change the sweetener and the cream I use in my coffee, and like my wife has researched so hard to make sure that like my coffee's enjoyable. It's been a full Full turnaround. But yeah, honestly, I don't know where I'd be without that one. For flex in PPR, Dowdle, Zay Flowers, or Sutton. Here's the thing between all these names, I don't think anybody gives you a safe floor in their matchup this week. I think Zay Flowers gives you the highest ceiling, so give me Zay Flowers. I like Zay Flowers, and I like Lamar Jackson to air it out a lot. Sorry, just texting Slee, see if he's up. If you guys have not voted, if you guys have not subscribed or liked the video, please take a moment to like the video, smash a like. It really goes a long way, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was hoping to get some weekly lineups in. This is from Jason Minot 6645 says sit Henderson, Rico. Sid Henderson, Rico split carries with Chuba last week and playing fourth ranked defense, and we don't even know the usage going to be with Harvett. Stevenson's hurt, had one catch and 5 carries for Steven. Listen. The usage for Harvey is going to be elite and spectacular because this is a plus matchup. So I don't understand what you're trying to say right now. I'm sitting Henderson. Realistically, out of the bunch, I'm sitting Henderson. Jason, yes. Happy Thanksgiving, my boy. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Jumbo Formation. I appreciate you. I like Jumbo Formation. Anytime we heard Jumbo, I always got to bump out to the tight end position. Never got a catch, but I was always hopeful. I always got to bump out from left tackle to tight end. Shout out to Jumbo Formation. I love that. Van Jefferson or Tillman. I know it's ugly. Give me Van Jefferson. I think Tillman's got a great matchup. But his usage and his snap share and the target share with Shador wasn't encouraging, even though it's a small sample size of like 1.5 games. Tillman will be on the field more often. Give me Tillman, but I wouldn't be shocked if Van Jefferson smashes. This is a good matchup against the Jacksonville secondary that hemorrhages fantasy production to the X wide receiver. Drake or Lamar? It's Lamar. I have a Jumbo Formation. I have Lamar ranked higher this week. I love Drake May. I think Drake May is going to be really good against the New York Giants. But that New York Giants front seven is really good, especially their pass rush. And he's missing Will Campbell this week. So I would temper my expectations. But I will say what Josh McDaniels does as an offensive coordinator, he protects the weaknesses of their defense schematically and formation-wise on a weekly basis better than any coordinator in football. Like if you have a weakness, like a gaping weakness, he will protect it based off of scheming properly and accordingly. It's crazy. Any slips for today? Working on it, brother. We'll get there. I promise. We got plenty of time. I promise. I got you on some slips. All right. Knicks or Brissett? Fuck. This is Jacoby Brissett for me, but I have him ranked very close. I have Brissett QB8 and Knicks QB10. They're both in my top 12. Mrs. Disco is a queen. You fucking right she is. Worthy, Aaron Jones, Woody. I'm going with Worthy personally, Jumbo Formation, but like contractually, he's another one of those players who I'm contractually obligated to answer. I like Worthy. I like Worthy a lot. I think Woody Marks would be your safest answer. I like Aaron Jones as well, but Worthy's my answer here, man. That Dallas defense, man, they're bad. They're all kinds of bad. Henderson has the best matchup this week. Seeing 74% of the carries. Great matchup. Henderson is going to kill it this week. Here's the thing. He should carry it, but Ramondre is another week healthy. I don't disagree. I also said he had one of the best matchups. That's what I said earlier. That's what I alluded to earlier. I mean, if you want to argue, I'll gladly send you the link. You can hop on and we could talk ball. I'll talk ball with you all day. Dak or Knicks at quarterback for rest season 7, 8, 10. It's Dak for me and Sutton. Dak and Sutton. Stafford or Mahomes? Patrick Mahomes. It's my QB1. It's my quarterback 1. That's my quarterback. It's my teammate. And by the way, guys, I'm pretty much the only content creator who said Patrick Mahomes would be the QB1 this week. This season, in the offseason. Pretty fucking close. Happy Eat Too Much Day. Hey, God bless you. God bless you. Happy that day to you too, Peanut Butter Jelly Time. God bless you. I kind of like a lot of the ugly pieces in the Jacks Tennessee game. If in DFS, some of the best tertiary options will come from that from that game for sure, definitively. Watson or Pittman. Michael Pittman has a tough matchup. He has a very tough matchup. Christian Watson has more mouths to feed in his room, especially with Jaden Reed looking like he's good to go. Yeah, I would love to take a look at the injuries today. Get all the injury news. Okay, so Jalen Johnson's back for the Bears. Aaron Rodgers is set to return. Baker Mayfield's up in the air. So I'm gonna say, give me Christian Watson. Just before we go on this tangent. So Jalen Johnson's back. DB Kyler Gordon's back. So, okay. Oh, there's a free square. Derrick Henry over 0.5 rushing yards on drafters. Just a FYI, use promo code DISCO to double your first deposit. And we hit some stupid tickets. We'll show you guys in a sec. Any other injury news? Lamar Jackson is good to go. T. Higgins is out. Trey Smith. Nothing on Trey Smith. Okay. Let's get back to here. Ryan Evans says Rico Dowdle rewarding Marks Rico Dowdle. Henderson will kill it this week. Great matchup. Harvey might get goal line carry. Rico playing a top 5 run. Sit Rico. Well, I love RJ Harvey for sure. And you're entitled to your opinion. I respect everybody's opinion for sure. Nice, baby. Good morning, man. Good morning, Ronnie. Daniel says, good morning, man. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Herbert, or Love this week. Thanks, man. Fuck. This is the week I want to fire up Jordan Love, but it's got to be Justin Herbert. The matchup's too good. The matchup is way too good for Justin Herbert. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Only thank me and appreciate me if this helps you win your fantasy football week and your fantasy football lineup. We got 20 people watching, 12 likes, guys. Let's take a moment to just hit that X button on your screen. Hit the like button. It's the thumbs up, and then just pull up the chat again, and we're good to go. Appreciate you, Day G's. Jason Minot says, no, you just assume I want to argue. Just giving my opinion. I just want just because we don't agree doesn't mean I want to argue with you. It's my opinion. You're totally entitled to your opinion. I like when I say argue, I like the back and forth. I like the pushback. That's what I like. That's how I've gotten to know guys like Chev, guys like Sleazebomb, guys like Greg Kellogg, a fantasy football Hall of Famer. That's how I've gotten guys like Derek Brown to become friends. Guys like Patrick Fitzmaurice is because I enjoyed the pushback. I respect everybody. I will never say my opinion is fact. I will never say my opinion is the end all be all. I will say that I researched my opinion and I'm going to stand by my opinion and I'm going to bet like I'm right. But I have the humility to understand that I know that I could be wrong. You know what I mean? So God bless you. He says, I respect yours. Hey, man, everybody's entitled to opinion. I respect yours. You could be right. I could be right. We'll just see. It's football. Football things happen. Quentin Johnston or Chamari DK leaning DK. I'm leaning DK too. For what it's worth, I'm leaning DK too. Quentin Johnston's got a good matchup, but give me Lad. It has to be the Lad McConkey week. Wandell or T Mac. I don't like Wandell this week, Jumbo. I don't like Wandell, so it's got to be T Mac. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna share screen. Last week was probably one of my best weeks on Drafters Fantasy for what it's worth, guys. Just like we're gonna do it like this. Nope, this one. Nope, this one. There we go. Yeah, it was my best week in drafters and my best week in the sports books. We went 93 out of 100 single slips, 100 single props, and we went. We hit our tickets, and our locks at a very high rate. So let's just show the history. All right, so whatever. Thursday Night Football sucked. Whatever. But we did hit one ticket for Tyrell McMillan over his longest and Christian McCaffrey over his longest. Whatever. Sometimes we do props with our friends. That's cool. But like, look at this one. Look at this one. This one was juicy. This one was nice. Thursday Night Football sucked. Patrick Mahomes, cash. Another one, cash. Another one, cash. We turned $9.50 into $332. We turned $12.50 into $75. We turned $40 into $120, and then we turned another $10.10 into $252.50, and we turned $22.50 into $65. One of our best weeks ever. One of our best weeks ever. And you get some of the best odds. You get some of the best odds in betting here on Drafters Fantasy. And there's a fantastic promo right now for Derrick Henry over 0.5 rushing yards. I love this. I love it. So I'm going to pair this with one of my favorite props on the Thursday slate, and that's Patrick Mahomes passing yards. And if you guys want to sign up on Drafters Fantasy, use promo code DISCO to double your first deposit, dollar for dollar, up to $100. So say you put 25, you'll have 50 to use on the app. Say you put 50, you'll have 100. Say you put 75, you'll have 150. And say you put 200, you'll have $200 to use here on this app, up to $100. All transactions are done in U.S. currency, in U.S. dollars for all my fellow Canadian friends. If you're from Ontario, you can also do it here with us on Drafters. 2 props, 3X's your money. 3 props, 6X's. 4 props, 10X's. 5 props, 20X. 6 props, 35X. 7 props gives you 65X. And then 8 props gives you 100X. So the safest thing to do is to go over, is to go 2. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to ladder it up. And right now, we got a very juicy one. So Patrick Mahomes' passing yards line right now is at 274.5 passing yards. I don't anticipate that they'll be able to run the ball, especially with this incredibly improved defensive front for the Dallas Cowboys. Like, Jerry Jones has done a wonderful job. Like, the Pickens trade, the trade for Logan Wilson, and obviously the trade for Quinton Williams and Kenny Clark, plus they have draft capital. Like, kudos to Jerry, man. He looked like an idiot doing what he was doing, but ultimately he knew what he was doing. So this is what we're going to pair here. Derrick Henry over 0.5 rushing yards, because it's a free gift, right? And you get to bet up to $10. You get to pair it with 1 or 7 other props. We're just going to take the safe money here, right? We think it's free money. This is my number 1 lock on the Thursday night matchup. And it's my number 1 lock on the entire. My second favorite. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go Hurts over 13.5 longest rush. Saquon over 78.5 rushing yards. All right, so this would turn my $10 into $100. Are we satisfied, guys? Can we keep moving, or should we add more bets? Should we add more props? Let's look at some more props. We're going for the gusto here. We're gonna try to 100X it, but we got to find outliers and props we like and props we love. I do like Zay Flowers over his longest reception. I love either Likely or Mark Andrews. I love Jamar Chase over his longest reception of 25.5. Mitch Tinsley is one of my favorite tertiary sleeper options this week. Okay. Jacoby Brissett over 1.5 passing touchdowns is very enticing. And Emeka Egbuka's receiving yards is borderline free, I believe. Bijan Robinson over 79.5 rushing yards for sure. Against the New York Jets, give me that all day, every day. Breece Hall's rushing is very enticing, but I don't think it's an outlier or a lock. I feel like Jonathan Taylor breaks one, man. I feel like he breaks one today, this week. They don't have a longest rush for him? That's wild. All right. Now, typically the weeks we like Travis Etienne in a plus matchup, it's Bashal Tootin week. Don't want to confuse the situation there. We'll take Brian Thomas Jr. over 21.5 longest reception. Puka's longest rush is encouraging. Okay. I want to bet on Jerry Judy back to back weeks, but like, God bless. Hey man, a lot of who hams. I see you, buddy. A lot of people like Mike Gesicki. I don't understand it for the life of me. I am not with Mike Gesicki whatsoever. Uh, fuck, almost 30 yards for his longest reception, and it's still like Jackson Smith and Jigba right now. His longest reception prop is at 28.5. This is crazy. Okay. Here we don't hate. Jalen Warren's rushing plus receiving yards is enticing. I will say that 14.5 rushing attempts is a little rich. Lad McConkey over 51.5 receiving yards. Found a good one there. That's a really good one. RJ Harvey over. So that's 15. That'd be 16. His rushing and receiving is 71.5. And you got to pay attention to this, right? No. And give me over 49.5 rushing yards. This is our 100x ticket for the week. These are some of the best props you can find in football. And I'll get back to all of your answers. To safety or not to safety? We're going to safety it. We're going to safety it because, like, getting money in general. So safety just means that, like, if we hit all 8, instead of winning $1,000, we'll win $500. But if we go 7 out of 8, we would get $50 instead of 0. If we go 6 out of 8, we would get $25 instead of 0. So, like, it's always good to get money in return, right? So we will safety it. You know what I mean? And then if all 8 props hit, then good for whoever didn't safety it. Okay, let's catch up. Here. Got that one. Goff at home or Love at Detroit? It's Goff. Is this it is the Taysom Hill week? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. I mean, like everything our analysis and our breakdown for Taysom Hill has been there. Like if you guys put on the all 22, it's been there. The red zone opportunity, the quality opportunity, it just hasn't translated. You know what I mean? But this is the week where it should translate against the Miami Dolphins defense that just gives up production left, right, and center. Pick 2: Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Wilson, Emeka Egbuka. Okay, so I'll say it like this: if Marvin Harrison Jr. plays, then Brian Thomas Jr. and Emeka Egbuka. If Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't play, then it's Michael Wilson and Emeka Egbuka. Make sense? Cool, cool, cool. Peanut Butter Jelly Time says, doing a little 3-leg today. Watson over 25.5 longest reception. Whoa. That's where his longest reception's at, brother? It's got to be lower than that. Holy fudgesicles. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yikes. 25.5. I mean, he's done it. Rice over 8.5 targets. And Gibbs over 8.5 targets or 8.5 receptions, sir. And Gibbs over 97.5 total yards. Thoughts on that one? I like Gibbs for his longest reception. I took it at 13.5, right? When I made my ticket for this one, I paired it with my Thursday night football locks that smashed. The CMC longest rush and the Tet longest reception, both of those hit. I took Jameson Williams over his longest reception. I took Jahmyr Gibbs over his longest reception, which was at 13.5. Now it's at 14.5. I still like it. I still like it because what you got to realize is where they're very weak, and this is Green Bay defensively, is the receptions and receiving game, and sometimes they give up chunks. They don't give a lot of receiving yards. So the total yardage, it could be a smash, it could be okay. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown, longest reception or 7.5 receptions, is another good prop and good bet. Jameson Williams, I'm not betting on. Jake Bates, it's like Dan Campbell refuses to kick the football, unfortunately. I think Jordan Love over 1.5 passing touchdowns is probably the safest bet for the Green Bay Packers this week because Emmanuel Wilson, what kind of workload is he going to get with Josh Jacobs in the lineup? What kind of workload is Josh Jacobs going to get coming off of an injury? We know that the anytime touchdown is borderline an assurance, but then you got like 3 or 4 wide receivers you got to choose from, plus Luke Musgrave, and it's like, we know that Jordan Love is going to throw, and he's going to throw a lot, right? So I think my safest bet for that game is his 1.5 touchdowns and Jahmyr Gibbs' longest reception. It's borderline a formality. Obviously, shit happens in football. This is not like if you guys tail any of my bets, you tail at your own risk. I'm just giving advice. Recognize that football can happen. If you have gambling issues or problems, please seek help. Yeah, and then yeah, I think it could hit, and I love the receptions, receiving yards for Rashee Rice. But I think one of the career props is Xavier Worthy's longest reception, which is just at 18.5, if I'm not mistaken. And I just realized I haven't been sharing my screen. I'm literally going through like all the props. Okay, so Rashee Rice right now, he's at 6.5 receptions. I love that for him. Receiving yards, rushing receiving yards. But look, 18.5 longest reception for Xavier Worthy. This is a plus matchup. This is a great matchup. I love this matchup for him. Full PPR. This is from Ronnie Daniel. He says full PPR, need two. James Cook, Bucky Irving, Etienne, Swift, and Monty. Thanks, man. James Cook, yes. I think the first two, James Cook and Bucky Irving. You got to ride with those guys, man. I'm just curious, who are you flexing instead of Etienne this week? Who would you be flexing, Ronnie? Who's your current flex? Gesicki, yeah. I don't like Gesicki. Like a lot of people are telling me I should be higher on Gesicki. Gotta see it to believe it, man. Not in on Gesicki. Sorry. Jumbo Formation says, oh, hold on. Gouda says, full PPR start two between Judkins, Harvey, Marks, and Neal. Definitely starting Judkins, definitely starting Harvey. Yeah. Need two running backs, one wide receiver, and one flex. Aaron Jones Jr., Woody, Tracy, Franklin, Worthy, Genty, Hampton, or Neal. Thanks, bro. Give me Genty and give me Franklin and give me. I want to say Neal. Yeah, I want to say Neal because like I like Aaron Jones. Don't get me wrong, especially with the new quarterback, the third quarterback. Oh, thank you for I got the call. You're the bestest. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go Franklin, Genty, and Neal. I want to see what Hampton's like, especially since I've learned that it's a fracture in his ankle, not just a high ankle sprain. We'll do that. I've noticed Mahomes has run half as many carries since Rice being back. His numbers have been down. Is this a get right game for Mahomes, or should we be worried that he puts another dud? Mahomes did not put up a dud last week. He had 350 passing yards, and one of my number one locks was him over his passing yards. He hit majority of his passing yards before overtime, for what it's worth. Full PPR, Diggs or Brian Thomas Jr. I'm going to give the lead to Brian Thomas Jr. here, buddy, but I love Devon Diggs matchup. Non PPR, would you change anything in this lineup from We Buy Homes Near You? Give me Dak, yeah. RB Gibbs, yeah. Wide receiver Rice, RB Kyron Williams, Diggs, Flex Henderson, Tyler McBride, bench Aaron Jones. Buka, I'm playing Ibuka over Stephon Diggs. Benson, Hampton, Jettas, and Daniel Jones. Yeah, I think you got the right lineup. I'm just flexing Emeka Ibuka over Stephon Diggs personally. More. Nate Khan says, "Good morning, Disco. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Nate Khan. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving to all of the people on our guys FF Patreon, Premium Discord. Appreciate you, buddy. Rashee Rice 6.5 receptions feels very good. Agreed. Who Hames, and shout out to my guy Who Hames as well. Alan De Blitz says, I need two wide receivers and two flex. JMO, Olave, Monty, DJ Moore, Franklin, or BTJ full PPR. BTJ, Olave, your two wide receivers, Franklin, or Monty G. Franklin and JMO. You got to throw in the ceiling play, and I think JMO's the ultimate ceiling play. Sure, he had a dud last week, but like you got to take the good with the bad, right? If you're protecting your players, your ceiling players with guys with safe floors and plus matchups who have like equally high ceiling, then going for the ceiling shot is probably the best thing than a guy without a ceiling in not a great matchup in game script. Targets on race. Is that underdog? Yeah, we don't have that option here. Who aims peanut butter jelly time? I like that, but the actual receptions in both. Yeah, who I like the receptions too. Just went with the targets. Sick. My wide receivers are. This is from Ronnie Daniel. My wide receivers are Flowers, Olave, Shakir, and JMO. Need two full PPR. Then I was going to determine my flex. Two PPR. Give me Olave. Oh fuck. Like I like Khalil Shakir a lot this week, but give me Zay Flowers and give me Olave. It's a toss up between Olave for sure, and it's a toss up between Shakir and Flowers. I think Shakir gives you the floor. I think Flowers give you the ceiling with no floor. So give me Olave and Flowers. Hunter, Irving, Pickens, or Cousins. Pickens or Cousins. It's got to be a super flex then, right? Give me Bucky Irving. Fantastic matchup against Arizona that hemorrhages fantasy production to the running back position. And then give me Kirk Cousins. Give me Kirk Cousins. I'm lower than consensus on George Pickens this week. And a lot of people are giving me a hard time on X about it because I have CeeDee Lamb as my wide receiver 3 and Pickens like somewhere in the teens, early teens. So yeah, I apologize. Okay. Any word from Sleaze, guys? All right. Let's call this Sleazeball guy. Let's see if he's hungover or if he's alive. We could talk to this asshole together. Okay, guys. Confirmed Sleazeball is hungover. It is confirmed. My guy likes to party. 40 and still party. Loves to get weird. I respect it. Jason Mill says, yeah, 352 passing yards is a lot, but no TDs and one interception and only 17 points to me is a dud for Mahomes, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I'll take those kind of quarterback numbers all day, every fucking day, because that means that he's doing everything right. And the only thing that hasn't been realized is the touchdown upside. Same with CeeDee Lamb. Like the targets were there, the quality was there. He just dropped. He just dropped. So like if we're seeing that the baseline is good, then the upside's got to be great. So I'm going to swing for the upside and swing for the fences 100% of the time, every time. In a matchup where, we're talking about a defense that gives up top 3 numbers to the quarterbacks, top 3 numbers to the wide receivers on a weekly basis. It's one of the most consistent things that you can rely on in fantasy football in the 2025-2026 NFL season is that there's going to be a lot of fantasy production allowed to the wide receiver position and quarterback position against the Dallas Cowboys. And we know for a fact, especially potentially missing their guard, Trey Smith, that they can't run the ball. They can't run the ball. Elliot, I thank you so much for tuning in and watching us over on X, brother. I will gladly answer your question. You just have to head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, subscribe, like the video, and I'll 100% answer your question. Thank you so much for tuning in and supporting the content. Really, really do appreciate it. If you guys have not taken a moment to like the video, it helps the YouTube algorithm pick us up. We are so close to our goal of 2,500 subscribers here on YouTube. We are very close. I think we're like, I'll give you exact numbers, but we are very close to 10K followers over on X. So if you guys have an account on X, we are 56 followers away from hitting 10K on X, which is surreal, absolutely surreal. You guys are incredible. So I'll wait for a couple more questions, guys, but I won't be live much longer. If Sleaze is live, then I'll probably hop on his show, but seeing as how he's not answering, he was supposed to go live at noon, and it's 15:02. Disco, Ryan Daniel says, my bad, Disco. I didn't hear you on who you had on the flex. Okay, let's go up here. Olave and Flowers, and who was at the flex? Let me just look at the Shakir. Shakir would be your flex. Yes, sir. So Olave, Flowers, and Khalil Shakir. Jameson Williams is all ceiling, no floor, and I think Shakir gives you the highest floor out of all of those options. Who do you think this? Who do you like this week? This is from LOL Redux says, who do you like this week for defense? Texans at Colts or Falcons at Jets? Give me the Falcons. Give me the Falcons, but I wouldn't be shocked if we see like a really good game for Brees Hall, like with RB1 upside. Like Brees Hall could absolutely smash this week. Just putting that out there. Gotcha. Thanks, man. Hey, man. Only thank me if it works. Only thank me if it works. I apologize if I give you bad advice, but I promise it's well researched and my intentions are pure, sir. RB. This is from Elliot Brownstein. Elliot Brownstein Media from X. Thank you so much for heading over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel, subscribing, smashing a like, and then also answering asking your question here, buddy. Very grateful that you took the time to do that. I know some people don't like to do that, but very gracious of you to come over here and support the content and support the dream. Thank you. He says, RB, need to sit one. Josh Jacobs, Bucky Irving, Kareem Hunt, or RJ Harvey. I'm saying Kareem Hunt. I'm saying Kareem Hunt because the Dallas Cowboys' run defense has improved significantly since the bye week. They haven't given up much production to the running back position whatsoever. So I'm sitting Kareem Hunt here. He's going to be touchdown dependent, and yes, the touchdowns have been dependable. But I'm personally going to sit Kareem Hunt. Anybody heard from Sleaze? Let me pop into the Discord. All right. All right. And then one more of these. Okay. And we're going to pull this back up. Jameson Williams or Debo Samuel PPR. Give me JMO. But Debo gives you a better floor play. I don't know what the deal is with McLaurin. Chat, do we know if McLaurin's good to go? Here, let's search it up. Uh, Jerry McLaurin seems like he's good to go from all that I'm reading, which is wow. Good for him. All right, so Sleaze posted. Okay, let's see what his most recent post was. 19 hours ago. Yeah, Sleaze is AFK. Dude's hungover. Fucking guy. So yeah, give me Jameson Williams there, Scotty. Nico is matching up with Sauce Gardner this week. Tough for him. I'm not. Listen, a lot of people treat Sauce Gardner like he's the boogeyman. I don't think he's the boogeyman. I really don't. I think he's a good defensive back. I think he's one of the better corners, but like he doesn't travel. He doesn't travel at all. Like when you're talking about players who could line up somewhere else like the slot, he will not follow and line up on the slot. He is stuck to the field side corner, and he'll continue to be stuck to the field side corner because that's what a lengthy corner does. You tell me one good lengthy corner who's like 6'3" and over who travels well historically. We've never seen it. No, I figured he'd be on too, but he also messaged me saying that he had some sort of like reunion thing with a helicopter and a lot of drinks and things were getting weird. So yeah, he probably is gonna miss. I hope not. I hope not. We're gonna go to noon, and if we got to go more because there's more questions, then we'll do that. McLaurin and Brown good to go. Yeah, McLaurin and Brown are good to go. Thank you. I need a flex. JMO, Ferguson, Strange, Rodriguez, PPR. Ooh, I don't hate Rodriguez this week, but also don't love him. JMO's. If you need the ceiling, this is not the matchup. Ferguson, I think, has a great matchup this week. I like Ferguson a lot, and I think Strange has to be considered. I will say this: if you flex JMO or my answer is going to be Ferguson, right? But who's your other tight end? Because I would personally put Ferguson at your tight end spot and then flex whoever your other tight end was, as long as they're not playing Thursday Night Football. Um, but yeah, I need to know what the Millie. I need to know what the rest of your lineup makeup is. Please pop that in here before we hop off. Jay Dab says, "Happy Thanksgiving, man. You like dynasty questions too? Any questions? You got questions? I got answers, brother. I'm just here to help and build a fantastic community. So if you got a dynasty question, I'll gladly answer it. Thankfully, I'm friends with the guy Dynasty Dad. I think he's the greatest dynasty savant on the planet. Friends with Sleazeball. I think he's a dynasty savant in his own rights. Like absolutely brilliant. I do well in Dynasty. I do well in Dynasty, and yeah, there's nothing I don't answer. Like even IDP, I could give IDP advice. Good IDP, and like this is all good advice. High quality H2O. I need to drink some water. I need to drink some coffee. Nate Con, I see your question. QB, Mayfield or Sanders, Flex, Wandell or Neal, Atlanta or Rams defense. If Mayfield plays, yeah, definitely Baker Mayfield for sure. It's a plus matchup, especially in the air. Um, Give me Neal. I'm out on Wandell this week. I loved Wandell last week, unless Jamison Williams, Jameis Winston happens to start. I'm out on Wandell this week. So give me Neal, and then you got to play the Rams defense, especially against Carolina. I mean, San Francisco put up numbers against them. Why the fuck won't the Rams? Right? Makes the most sense. Good luck, brother. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate you, brother. Bowers. So yeah, I would start Ferguson in the tight end position. Put Bowers in your flex, Millie. Thank you so much for popping in and showing some love, man. Gabriel says, "Happy Thanksgiving, Herbert or Burrow." I got to see Burrow to believe it. Burrow's not even in the top 15 for me this week, and it feels bad to say it because like last year I was all in on Burrow. This year I faded Burrow, knowing fully well he'd get hurt. Every other year he gets hurt. So yeah, give me Herbert. I want to see what Burrows can do tonight. Give me Herbert in a plus matchup. Really, really great matchup. All right, says 12-team dynasty superflex fighting for 2 seed buy and second. Okay, do you think Kirk Cousins rental is worth a 26th fourth? QBs are May, Caleb, Badgett, Gabriel, Bosmer. Okay, so next week Caleb gets the Packers and who the Falcons play? Who the fuck are the Falcons? Falcons got Seattle. Give me Caleb. It's close. I don't like any of them. Give me Caleb. I'm not trading away a fourth for Kirk Cousins. I understand the need for the rental, but I'm gonna ride with Caleb during the buy for Drake May. Dynasty Dad guys are great. Dynasty Dad's brilliant, man. Just a good guy. God bless him. Would you drop Persol for Terry McLaurin? Yeah, yeah. You got the Commanders, week 15. They give up a lot of fucking fantasy production. Sorry, you got the Giants. Then you got the Eagles, not great. Then you get the Cowboys, which is one of the best matchups in football for your fantasy football championships. Yeah. Two out of the three are fantastic matchups. Give me McLaurin. Alejandro Cobos over on X. Please head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel. Smash a like, subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching the content and supporting the dream. But we need you to head over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube channel so we can answer your questions. I'll gladly answer it. You just have to ask it on the YouTube side. But thank you so much for supporting the dream, man. Appreciate you. And supporting the content. In Flex, do I trust starting Bucky or start Watson? I'm starting Bucky with confidence. It is super flex, so would probably start both, or could just roll with Jalen Warren in the super flex. Okay, so let's see who the Steelers get next week. They got the Ravens. Not a fantastic matchup. Yeah, for a fourth, you're not giving up a lot, but like it's kind of a dead asset at that point. So yeah, if you need the super flex numbers, there's a chance where, you know, Jalen Warren, even though it's not a great matchup, it doesn't really matter about the matchups when the Ravens and the Steelers play each other. Yeah, I mean, I would do it just for the superflex integrity. All right, thanks, man. Yeah, head over here, buddy. I got you covered. We'll be live. Here's what we'll do. We'll stay live and do a couple of these drafters weekly DFS contests in case more people are trickling in. But this way, my short attention span is fed. Where's the drafters 330? There's no way the drafters 330 are already filled, right? Okay, Thursday to Friday. Oh, well, guess we're texting drafters. Yeah, this is Thursday to Friday stuff. Thursday to Friday. I get it. Where's the 330? I just texted drafters, so we'll see what they say if they respond. Very interesting, though. B Money says, "What's up, B Money?" He says, "Pick 3: Olave, Flowers, AJ Brown, Harvey, Bucky, Egbuka. Give me Bucky, Harvey, and as a toss-up between Emeka Egbuka and Chris Olave. Give me Bucky, Harvey, and Egbuka. Good luck. I appreciate the insight, man. I appreciate you appreciating me, appreciating us. Like, fuck. That's what we're here for. What's up, Marvin Harrison Jr. or Rome? I'm just going to say Marvin Harrison Jr. plus matchup if he's healthy. But, I mean, if he doesn't play, then you'll know. Thanks, Chris, yours truly. If you time we could get your favorite props for Thursday, only Mahomes passing does look awesome. Yeah, I already got it up, but I'll gladly go over all my favorite Thursday props right now again with you since you're one of the best guys on the planet. Right here. Okay. Pick them. So I'm just going to pull your chat down so you can see it. And then upcoming. So we'll go with the one that I have live currently. So I have this one live. Dak Prescott over his passing yards, 246.5. You can see it right here. Do I need to zoom in? Here. Dak over 246.5 passing yards. I hit the TET longest on Thursday. Jordan Love over 9.5 rushing yards seems borderline free. I do love his 1.5 passing touchdowns as well. Christian McCaffrey, we hit that one. Mahomes was at 266.5 passing yards when we hit this early, and that's why it's important to hit these early. Love that. Derrick Henry over 90.5 rushing yards. We got it today, right now. If you sign up on Drafters, by the way, if you're not on Drafters, they have Derrick Henry's rushing yards prop at 0.5 rushing yards. It's literally a free square. So like all you have to do is hit one more square on the entire week, and you can turn $10 into whatever, into 30. I like Chase Brown's rushing yards at 16.5, and then I took Jahmyr Gibbs over his longest reception. And then when we're looking at upcoming, I built a couple upcoming, so we'll go with this one. I like Worthy over 18.5 longest, Jamar Chase over 25.5 longest, Romeo Dobbs over 3.5 receptions, CeeDee Lamb to bounce back in a way with a 24.5 longest reception, Derrick Henry over 18.5 rushing attempts, Isaiah Likely over 13.5 longest reception, because all tight ends, every tight end on the fucking planet eats against the Cincinnati Bengals. And then give me Mitchell Tinsley over 14.5 longest reception. I also have him for a nice, juicy anytime touchdown prop. We called his touchdown last week, and I was shocked when it hit, not going to lie. So we're just going to use the profit that we made from the Mitchell Tinsley, anytime touchdown and bet on it again. It's still juice, a lot of juice. Gobble, gobble, happy Thanksgiving, says Frankie Nunes. Happy Thanksgiving to you, brother. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Did drafters respond right? Man, I love when drafters respond. Yeah. Posted another whale now. All these were on only Thursday, so these are being posted. Okay, so let's build a. Okay. Let's not build anything yet. Okay, they got a Thursday and Friday whale. That's what we'll queue up in. We'll do one of these. So if you guys want to draft with us, we got a Thursday and Friday whale that we're going to queue up in and compete in once it fills. And we'll continue to answer your questions as we go. Flex 1, this is from Seed of. Hold on, my dog wants out of the office. What's up, Poppy? You don't want to hang out with Papa no more? Off you go. Good dog. You like dogs? You like dogs? Flex 1, Trey Benson, Christian Watson, or Jake Ferguson. Also, hold on. Anybody here from Sleaze? Apparently the first $3.30 contest filled. That's wild. Good for drafters. Okay, Flex 1, Trey Benson, Christian Watson, or Jake Ferguson. I'm flexing Jake Ferguson personally. Also, would you start Dak Prescott? Yeah, give me Ferguson and Dak Prescott here, brother. So yeah, we're queued up for the Thursday night whale. Essentially, it's an $11 buy-in. First place wins $250. No, it's not enough juice. Nope, we're not doing it. Colts or Dolphins defense? Colts. Colts against the Texans is a good matchup. Caleb Williams or Dart? Give me Caleb Williams regardless. I'm set now. I put Ferguson at tight end, flex Bowers. Brilliant, Millie. Good luck, man. Hopefully it smashes for you. We're going with a bully tight end this week, sir. I think your brother going to be a great day. Amen, brother. Every day above ground is a great day and an absolute blessing. God bless you, buddy. All right, guys. We're going to give you guys another couple minutes to pop in your questions, and then we're going to call the stream. Thank you so much for everybody who tuned in, even though it was late notice. And, I was only one coffee in, and my beautiful wife gave me another coffee. I hope everybody has a fantastic Thanksgiving. I hope everybody has a fantastic and safe Thanksgiving. Make sure you guys do the measurements. Like if you put a turkey in a deep fryer, you know what I mean, in one of those like deep fried oil things, make sure that the oil factors for like the elevation of how high it goes when the turkey goes in. I ain't no mathematician, guys. I ain't no mathematician, but I'm just worried about your safety. I'm worried about your fucking safety. Okay, so be safe, and God bless you guys. Remember, the reason for Thanksgiving is to actually show gratitude for what you're grateful for, and that's one of the most important things of Thanksgiving is to take a step back and show gratitude. And I think the biggest lesson that we can take in from Thanksgiving is to be able to not just do it once a year on Thanksgiving or Christmas, right? But to do it daily. Always count your blessings. When you have Anguish is when you have your triumphs, whenever things are good, whenever things are bad, just always take a moment to count your blessings, because with God, all things are possible. Good and bad, everything is a blessing if you're willing to look hard enough. God bless you all. Let's answer the rest of these questions. So Jason says, news reports Sauce Gardner will be traveling all over the field shadowing Nico Collins today. So it's not today. New role this season to shadow number one wide receiver this year. I hope Nico still balls out. Here's my thing, right? If you listen to beat reporters, sometimes you get beat. Beat reporters need to create narratives and storylines, and this is just one that I think is a bit of a reach. You're never going to get full scheme breakdowns and giveaways where it's like, oh, well, Sauce Gardner is going to travel 100% with Nico Collins. Because what does that mean? That means that 100% of the time, we're going to see the Indianapolis Colts line up in man defense. So what that means is Houston can now set up man beaters the entire time and just absolutely dominate. So like, there's give and take, right? Like, sure, we can give it a little bit of credence, but what does it matter if they're not in man defense 100% of the time? So sure, he could travel, but there's going to be zone beaters if he lines up in the slot, and he's not great against the slot. The numbers in comparison when he's at the field side of the football field, so the wider side of the football field, in comparison to when he's in the slot, he is one of the worst slot snap percentage defensive backs in football when he lines up there. That's why he doesn't line up there. It's a bad idea. So travel or not, I'm not worried. If he travels there, it's better for Nico Collins, respectfully. Who do I start? Hunter Henry or Gadsden? Hunter Henry was a smash for us last week. We loved Hunter Henry. I think Gadsden's a smash this week. Give me Gadsden. I like Gadsden for an anytime touchdown as well. Browns, Texans, or Jags? This is defenses. Give me the Browns. Browns at home. Big problem. Big problem. Yeah. Oh, Jags? Give me the Jaguars. The only reason why I'm worried about the Texans is I feel like Jonathan Taylor's going to fucking nuke. I think the Texans is a safe right answer. But between the Browns against CMC, like there's a world where that game's going to be ugly. And the Browns at home are like one of the best defenses versus the Browns on the road are one of the worst defenses. The Browns happen to be at home. So, yeah, I like the Browns. But Jags also, maybe Cam Ward figured things out. Give me the Browns. Give me the Browns. All right. Happy Thanksgiving, man. This is from EC Zone Silva, my guy. He says, thanks. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Who to flex? Persall, Pollard, Burden, or Algier, Purdy, or Caleb? Persall and Caleb. Happy Thanksgiving. Do you have any Triple Crown predictions for today's slate for the Drafters contest? Passing, receiving, rushing leaders. Passing leader, I think it's going to be Patrick Mahomes. I love his prop. I got it at 266.5. Right now, I believe his passing yards prop is a little bit higher. Rushing yards leader, I believe, is Derrick Henry. I think he's going to come close to 200 rushing yards on the ground. Right now, it's at 266.5, by the way, Patrick Mahomes. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes leading in passing. I have him projected for 320 passing yards. So I still love the over on his passing yards. Derrick Henry, I bumped him up to 200 rushing yards. And then receiving yards, give me, it's going to be Rashee Rice or Xavier Worthy. I think the safe answer is Rashee Rice, but I think that CeeDee Lamb could push it. I think CeeDee Lamb, like it's going to be CeeDee Lamb, but I also have Rashee Rice as my wide receiver one. Yeah. So either Rashee Rice or CeeDee Lamb, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's Xavier Worthy because like these explosives, we need it. Jason says, good stream. Happy things. God bless you, man. We'll be live again Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, where I'll be joined by my co-host, hopefully, the great and hungover Sleazebomb. And then I'll be joined by my guy, Who Hames. He's absolutely brilliant. I believe Who Hames is live right now. I hope he's live because we're going to try to rate him. And I'll be joined by Chev. Chev has been absolutely incredible. Dude was an All-American in college at defensive line. He and I will line up and go one-on-one one day. For sure. We'll line up and go one-on-one one day. All right, let's see if Who Hames is live. He is not. Is he scheduled to go live? Who Hames, where you at, brother? Okay. Happy Thanksgiving, man. God bless you. God bless you too, Daniel. God bless you. And sorry about the mic situation, guys. Honestly. Assuming these two play, who should I flex? Marvin Harrison Jr. or Hampton? Marvin Harrison Jr. A happy Thanksgiving as well, Disco. Happy Thanksgiving to you, LOL Redux. Frank Nunes says, what do you think Musgrave over 12.5 receiving yards, Dak over 237.5 passing yards, Rice over 77.5 receiving yards, Burrow over 1.5 TD, and Chase Brown over 8. I think you cash on that one. That's a really, really good ticket there. I'm gonna tell you. I like it so much that I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. We're gonna put 10 on it. So Musgrave, probably passed him, but it's better if we just Musgrave. Oh, they just gave us the longest reception. Hopefully that hits. Dak. I mean, 263.5 is a little bit different than what you got. Rice. I prefer Rice's receptions, but I also don't hate that. Burrow. And then there you go. Just tailed you, buddy. That's how much I like it. Sleaze was scheduled to be live 20 minutes ago. Anywhere on him? Yes. So like I spoke to him last night via text, and like he was telling me he had this like big reunion thing going on where there was like helicopters and a lot of drinks and things were getting weird and wild. Here, let's read the text verbatim. He was also celebrating my growth on X because he showed me the tricks. Okay, word for word. Reunion having all the boys back is in causing. So, like, this is how you know he's fucked. Reunion having all the boys back in causing mayhem. Haha, we're all going out tonight, so I'll keep you posted on the shows, etc. tomorrow. He did not keep me posted for what it's worth, but it's a given. If Sleaze is going out, like he parties like he's he's 18, and he fucking has a hangover like he's 80. So yeah, cool. I chose Mahomes, Henry, and Rice. Good luck, DJ Quill. Shout out to you. I hope you're doing well in drafters. I thought I saw you at the top of the leaderboard in one of the drafters leaderboards, by the way. Daniel Jones at Texans or Jordan Love at Lions? Who do I start? I'm going with Jordan Love. Happy Thanksgiving, bro. Good luck to you as well. Thank you, Frosty. Chase Brown's scary part to me. Chase Brown is concerning, but I also think that Chase Brown has been really good. Really, really good as of late. Like, really fantastic. He put, 90 yards rushing against New England Patriots? He probably did alt line. Yeah, it could be. Vidal was dropped. Is he an ad? No. He's definitely not an ad. Who do I start, Joe Burrow or Dak Prescott? I have Chase also. I'm starting Dak Prescott. Hurts or Burrow? Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts. Here's the thing, right? Joe Burrow could break fantasy football this week. Every time he plays the Baltimore Ravens, he's absolutely spectacular. My only issue is he's coming back early from an injury, and we haven't seen Joe Burrow since September, right? Whereas we've seen what Hurts can do. We've seen what Dak Prescott can do. So Joe Burrow's not a top 15 quarterback for me this week until I see it. He has the upside of QB1 because the matchup historically has shown that. But I'd rather play it safe than sorry than just start somebody off of emotions without any sort of like statistical analysis or breakdown. Burrow or May, it's Drake May. It's Drake May. Yeah. All right. 24 watching, 26 likes. You guys are the fucking best. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for rocking with us. That's gonna be it for the show. So if you guys have questions, we'll give you another minute. We'll go for a full 1 hour and then we'll answer those. DJ Cole says, yes, currently in 4th place in the $2 mini. It's been fun sweat. Good luck to you as well. Listen, I don't need luck. I don't need luck can't save me. Jesus can't save me. I've had over 30% exposure to Brian Thomas Jr., Xavier Worthy, Matthew Golden, and Kenneth Walker. I'm fucked. Screwed. It's a write-off. It's a complete write-off. 2025, 2026, worst basketball season of my life. Back to the drawing boards next offseason. I think my biggest lesson is, definitely ouch. I think my biggest lesson, DJ Quill, is 15% exposure for the guys I'm bullish on, and then like try to get exposure everywhere else because it's painful. Painful. All right, we got more questions. As long as there's questions, I'm going to be live. Start to Tyrone Tracy, Devin Neal, Metcalf, Pearsall, and DK. Give me DK Metcalf and Ricky Pearsall. I think that's the safe answer and the right answer. Ouch. Yeah, ouch indubitably. Ouch indubitably. Indeed. Thanks you the best. Peace out. God bless you, brother. Watson or Sutton, leaning Sutton, as you should. I like Sutton. PPR, start Purdy, Jones, or pick up Darnold on waivers. I'm picking up Sam Darnold on waivers, 100%. All right, guys, that's it for the stream. Thank you guys so much. You guys absolutely rock. You're the freaking best community in fantasy football. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you like if you haven't. Count your blessings always, not just for Thanksgiving. Count your blessings every day of your freaking life. Good or bad situations, always count your blessings. The best part of Thanksgiving is showing gratitude, right? Gratitude gives you grace, and grace is everything that we need. Grace is what we're missing as a collective. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You can catch us live once again Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, where I'll be joined by Who Hames, Sleazebomb, and my guy Chev. We may have another guest again, but we'll be answering all of your start set questions. There'll be some ridiculous banter, some ridiculous calls, and it's just going to be good times, fun times. Appreciate you guys. Okay, last one. Pick one. Dobbs, Booty, Aaron Jones, full PPR flex spot. I think Aaron Jones is your safe floor. I like Romeo Dobbs, though. I'm going to go with Romeo Dobbs. Time for the best outro in fantasy football, guys. God bless you guys. Appreciate you too. God bless you guys. I love you guys. Time for the best outro in fantasy football. Be safe, guys. Be safe, especially with the deep fryers. Peace.